Are you going to look at the IPO route for your future growth?
Right. No, the thing is, our business is generating cash, right? And we don't have any large ambitions. Like, we don't have an ambition to build a large lending business. Like today, if we had to go raise money, right, it would be to do something new for which we already don't have the money, right? So since there is cash flow and there's enough money to do whatever we have our ambitions set on, we don't need the money. And the second thing is, philosophically, we have said that we will never spend to acquire a customer. Right? And one of the reasons there is so much cash flow as a business is also because we have never spent money on advertising or marketing, right? So we don't need the money, but it's also borderline hypocrisy if a stockbroker who's telling everyone to go list on the exchanges and create wealth for everyone says, you know what, I don't want to list. Right. The other problem we have for the business is there is no predictability. Right. I mean, like when you ask me, Nithin, if you were to ask me, Nithin, what will you do over the next 3 months? I have no clue. Right. Everything, all the fortunes are dependent on the underlying markets. Right. And I think, the company has an obligation to be predictable once it goes to the stock markets. Right? Because you're getting retail investors who cannot take risk on your cap table. And you need to be fair to them. You cannot just go IPO at a low price and say, you know what, I'll create wealth. Because people will automatically bump up the price, and wherever transactions will happen wherever, right? So the issue is that the issue is there is no predictability today because our revenues are mainly from broking transaction revenue. So maybe in the future, when the dependency on broking transaction revenue is not as much and we have more annuity type of income contributions, maybe at that point we'll think about IPO, and I think it's still some time away.
And the AMC business, I suppose.
But it's hard to make. It's hard to make money. Because if you're doing passive AMC, you're charging 20 bips. And if you get to 100,000 crores of AUM, you'll make 200 crores in revenue. So
Absolutely.
it's hard to make money there.